What's down? This them boy podcast, man, and I'm that boy B. And look, we here today. You know what I'm talking about? We got a nice little special guest. But again, big guest for me, man. She's an apple of my eye. You know what I'm saying? She's my big star. She's my big supporter. You know what I'm saying? She's my everything. My big sister. Taquisha Clark. You know what I'm talking about?
Girl, how y'all doing?
Man, I swear to God, this here
Hey,
is something
boy.
else. You know what I'm saying? This one here is something for me. Because my sister sit there and say, man, I've been seeing your stuff. And she said she wanted to do one with her brother. I said, man, that touched me right there. I appreciate it.
Gotta do the support for the family.
Man, it's y'all just don't understand. My sister want to do something with her little brother. You know what I'm saying? We've been yay high to the grasshopper. You know what I'm saying? My sister been there for me, and I've been there for her all our life.
Man, what?
Man, I show appreciation. I love you for this shit. You hear me?
Got number love for you since 1980. We've been rolling
You know what I mean?
like full flat tires.
You know what I'm saying? We had our little Parental. We was something else back then in the days.
Man.
I mean, a lot of people think now, when they see us now, they think we probably got a little bread on us. Our family got a little bread. They move that thing. People really think they moving into the homes and it's like, dang, your family got money. It's like, man, you don't know who we came from like that, Jerry. We was really on that thing, man. We was moving from house to house, you know what I'm saying? That was good times. We ain't even really know we was poor at that time.
I be trying to tell my kids that. I be like, I didn't even know I was poor back then. So I was like, I be like, God, we was struggling.
Yes, indeed.
But you know, Mom ain't let us know we was struggling. All we doing, okay, we've been here, now we about to move on. Oh,
Yes, big time. So today, you know what I'm saying? I'm happy that I'm really happy and I'm joyful. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, that my big sister took the time out of her day. You know what I'm saying? To come chill with her little brother, sit there and say, man, I want to do a podcast with you. Then the topic gonna be crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
That's my thing. Cause some people just don't understand the dynamic as a little big brother, how people feel. So I want to see what you really think about the topic first. You know what I'm saying?
What's your topic, big boy? What you got going?
So today's
picked
topic
out for me.
What I picked out for my sister, y'all sit there and tell me if I'm right. I'm not going to sit there and say if I'm right or if I'm wrong, but I just want to see from another woman eye socket. You know what I'm saying? And how it goes. So, single moms with daughters getting back in the dating world, today is time.
Man.
What do you think about that topic?
Man, that one there is a good one right there just for me. Because honestly, when you have daughters, you have to sit here and be very careful on who you come around them, who they are, what they bring around. It's like, it's scary.
Yeah.
Especially in this day and time.
I can see that.
It's scary. And the reason why I say it's scary, because you have so many pedophiles out here. You have so many people that will sit here and look at your daughters in a different light that you don't expect. So it's hard for you to choose and wean out who will be a good person around your kids and who not.
So by you saying that, right? How as a single mom, because we gonna take it back a little bit, right? And let the people know just a little bit about you, because you're a single mom of two girls, two beautiful girls, and I love them to death, man. And niggas know, don't play with mine. Don't play with mine. I go crazy. Swear to God, I go crazy. Please don't. You can do me anything in the world you want. Leave my family alone. Once you deal with my family, I got a kid. I ain't got shit else to do. I'll go sit down. My family know I'll go sit down in jail in a minute. But please don't tell me, because I'm a nice guy. I'm not that dude. Please, but don't play with me. Just try to test me, because I will do something.
It's true.
But back, you know what I'm saying? Back to what I was saying, like, you have two beautiful girls. Now them girls got kids. So you just not a parent, you a grandmother as well. So now it's for me, now I feel like it's a little bit worse or not, because now you got your granddaughters to come around you in that dating world. Not just your daughter. But we're gonna take it back to back in the days, and we're like, because first you was married.
I was.
Then you got divorced.
Happily divorced for 11 years now.
Oh shit! You know what I'm talking about? Hey, well, you know the date, the years how long you been. Let's say something, because I know I've been divorced few times, but I can't tell you how long you been. You know what I'm saying? I just know I'm divorced. You know what I'm saying? Well, my sister, she have anniversaries, divorce parties. I'm like, who the hell does that? You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying, sometimes you have to realize that when you get married, when a person come in your life, everybody's not meant to stay in your life. Some people is meant to be here for a season, and some people is here for a reason. And I try to make my person a reason and not a season.
Okay. Now that's a good one.
So, yeah,
Not a season.
exactly.
But you got seasons in this world.
You have a lot of
the spring,
seasons.
the summer, the fall, and the winter.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna scratch my head on that because sometimes I don't even know what season I'm in sometimes. All that shit feel like tornadoes weather to me.
You don't know. Sometimes people are here to weather it out, and some people not here to weather it out.
No, they don't want to have to fight. They don't want to fight.
They don't have to fight in them. It's like, oh, they just here for the gloss and glamour. They don't want to put the work in. Everything is not easy, and then next thing you know, you sit here and you see a person and you be like, okay, maybe this person could change, or maybe I could help this person change into the person they're supposed to be. But everybody can't change.
Yeah.
You can't change everybody. Everybody's not meant to be for you. So once you sit here and you realize that a person is not meant for you, then it's up to you to decide then on what you're going to do and what's the next step going to be. But then when you sit here and you have children, and you have your children to factor into your equation on, hey, am I going to sit here and still try to weather this out with their father, or am I going to move on? So you have to then ask yourself, do you want your children to see this? Is this the life that you want for your children? So after a while of me going through what I went through in my marriage, I had to just come to the head and say, hey, I can't do this because my kids are looking.
Gotcha.
And you don't want even though you may have already did damage to your children by them already seeing the things going through your marriage or whatever, you still have to sit here and leave and present them with the strong woman persona that I am.
Right. You're a strong lady. Some shit you do is too far for me. But hey, that's another topic for another story. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because when you sit here and you take vows, you have to take your vows seriously.
You do.
Some people sit here and they just be like, oh, I'm out. So at the end of the day, it's me teaching my daughters that, hey, if you sit here and you stand up and you take those vows, you have to sit here and know what you're going to allow yourself to do.
Right.
And that's a commitment. So
I have this question for you, right? You say you've been divorced for 11 years now.
Happily.
Oh, shit. You've been happily divorced for 11 years now.
Yes.
Now, I apologize. Shit. Happily divorced for 11 years. So, when you got divorced, right?
Yes.
When you got divorced. So, when did you started jumping back into that dating world? When did you give yourself enough time to sit there and say, I got to heal me, I got to get to know who I am first before I jump back in the world? Or did you just jump back out there in the streets like, I'm out here?
So before I was legally divorced, I was already separated for a long time. So I was already coming into my healing spot for a long time before I even got divorced.
So to you, what is a long time for you? Because for the people that don't know, you know what I'm saying, what's a long time? Like, you know, you hear some people like, shit, man, 6 months was a long time for me. It's time for me to jump back out.
Oh, no, not. Well, me, myself, personally, no. Because I legitimately love my husband from my soul. So once that love was actually gone, I say, once I actually realized one day, I was like, you know, I'm done. I'm done with this marriage. I'm done with all of this. I want to say like maybe a year or two, I got back into the dating game and I started dating somebody for like 2 years.
Okay. So how was that coming off from a marriage?
It wasn't that hard, honestly, because of the fact that it was a long distance relationship. So I didn't have to sit here and give him too much of my time.
Okay. So
it kind of worked out for me in the healing process as well as the getting back into the dating life process as well.
okay, so long distance, huh?
That means that he didn't have to actually be in front of my kids a lot. I didn't have to
He
sit here
didn't
and
get to
do
know none of the
right.
kids and none of that.
He only got to see them like one time the whole time we was together because I'm kind of cautious on who I introduce my kids to.
Okay. Why, if you don't mind me asking? Because you know some women today they don't mind letting you see their kids right off jump up. I'm like,
And
shit, they
I
just
understand
hurry
that,
up and looking
and
for a new daddy or something.
I don't want that. My kids don't need a new daddy. They have a father. So I'm not looking for my kids. I wasn't looking for my kids a new dad. Now, if it came along and it ended up happening and I end up getting into a real relationship and get married again, then okay, fine. But at the end of the day, I'd have to sit here and find out how you're gonna be around my kids, how you're gonna treat my kids, what's your reaction to my kids, when my kids do this or when my kids do that, how would you react to that? All of that plays a factor in you being in my life, because if you can't accept my kids for who they are, because I do have some challenging kids.
Yeah, I know.
So if you
They
can't
might not
accept,
know them, but I know them niggas. I love them to death, but I still know them niggas.
so if you can't accept my kids through all their seasons, then we wouldn't be able to work out.
That's a hard cookie right there. You want. So you telling me, as a man, I have to first accept all your seasons. Then I got to match and work out for 2 more seasons
if you want to be in my life.
But I'm okay. But how about if that was a man to sit there and say, I'm okay to deal with your seasons. I'm gonna try to do my best as getting to know your girl as best as I can. But I'm really here just to really get to know who you are. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so my thing is, when we met, you already trying to get to know me already.
Right.
So if you sit here and you trying to make it seem like you ain't here for the long term, then yeah, you have to sit here and try to learn my girls as well. Because if you're trying to be here long term, then I'm a package deal. I'm not just a single person.
Right.
You're dating a woman with kids. Just like now in today's world, you're now dating a woman with children and grandchildren.
Yeah, that's a strong piece right there. You got some Bama stuff. Some Bamas, man. They funny as hell to me. You got some Bamas. You ain't got no one grandkid. You got 4 of them things.
I do. And it enjoy my life.
Man, that's so. Before we really dive into it, before I get to the questions and all that, what is your dating life right now? Are you dating? Are you single?
I'm single.
You single?
I'm single till I get a ring on it.
Oh shit, y'all fellas, she's single until somebody want to say they want to put a ring on it. So she keeping up options open. If people don't understand what that means, single until I get a ring. That don't mean because we dating until you sit there and say, I got that ring, we don't go together, knuckle. I got options.
That's not what that means.
That's what you say. That's what you said. I am single until I get a ring. That means I got options. We're not boyfriend and girlfriend. We're not no. Hey, you don't sit there and say you want to get married?
I could be in a relationship. But okay, so if I'm not single, then I'm married, right?
No, you could be in a good committed boyfriend and girlfriend relationship. But until
I'm still single though.
we committed.
We in a relationship. We not committed because you ain't put a ring on it. So we're not committed.
We committed for us to get to that level for me to sit there and say I want to be engaged to you. You just want to jump right into the marriage?
I'm not jumping into nothing.
You won't mess. Fellas, I got y'all back. Don't worry about it. You telling me that you want a man to deal with your dating ass out of the world until I sit there and say, I want to marry you?
You want me to sit here and be with his ass until he decide that he want to be committed to me? Because he could be sitting here talking to me and talking to her and talking to her and talking to her. That's why I'm not married no more.
But I'm saying this man is telling you he want to be in a committed relationship. He want to be in a committed relationship. But you sitting there saying, we not in a committed relationship until you put a ring on my hand.
I am single until you put a ring on it. That means that I'm not married. That
No,
means
you're
that I can
not.
walk away if I want to, because if you're not making me happy, I'm going to walk away.
So when do you get in a committed relationship? When you put a ring on it?
Yes.
Fellas, y'all got it harder. I'm so happy she's my sister. I'm my lover, boy. I swear, I would have been walked away from your ass. I swear for Lord. I pray for you niggas out here.
Until you got married, you heard what you said? Until you got married, you was not a committed man. You was for the community.
No, I did not say that. I did not say
I didn't say you said you are reformed.
Yes, I am a reformed.
Your wife has come and she has helped reform you.
She did. I appreciate it.
And before then, you was for the community.
Well, we've been together for a while
You
now.
had the term, I'm with you when I'm with you.
We was good friends. I had friends.
I'm with you when I'm with you.
That's what it was for me.
And see, I could not be with you. Ladies, I'm telling you, if you walked across the street from this guy, I'm so happy you did. The one is his wife. She's a good one. I promise. Oh my God, she's great. Because it took a lot. So that had to be God's gift to him.
I'm trying to figure out what did you go with that conversation. Well, that little segment that you just did, what was that about?
Because that is what you trying to make it seem like I'm this hard person to be with.
For what you said.
But what I said is I am single until I got a ring on it. Because you're single until you get married.
No, you're not single.
Yes, you are.
Who says that?
Everybody.
Who the hell is everybody? Because I don't say that.
I'm sorry then. But yes, until I have a ring on it and I say I do, I am single. Now in my relationship, I'm in a relationship. But am I married? I'm not married.
So right now, are you in a relationship or are you single? You single?
I'm single.
No, they ain't no friends here, The people know, like, I'm out here in the streets, I'm dating. I got eyes, my books is open, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you want to check my books, you can come. You know what I'm saying?
Right now, I'm single. I have options, but I'm single.
Okay. Well, we're gonna leave that shit alone right there. Because, I can go a whole nother world with that life. Because, man, that just don't make no sense to me. But, hey, who am I? But, back to the point, right? You had a 2-year relationship with a guy, long distance. He only saw the girls once. When did you want to cut that off and sit there and say, hey, this is not working for me? What made you want to cut that off? And why did you take so long to cut it off? Because y'all was dealing with
Because at first he was supposed to move to Texas. And he decided that he didn't want to move to Texas. So since that was supposed to be an original plan, and he backfired on it, we had to sit here and let it go. Because I wasn't going to keep on wanting to have a long-distance relationship.
Okay.
My thing is, once you sit here and you decide that this is what you want, then this is what we're going to be. And once you sit here and you backfire on me and it's not what you do and you don't follow through, then I have to move forward.
Oh, yeah, that's respect. That's respect. So, after that one, right? Mm-hmm. How many more relationships did you have? Because there's been an 11-year span since you've been divorced. So out of these 11 years, how many relationships did you have to come in and out of your life? And I'm not saying that, not trying to make the world look like, oh, my sister is hoe out here. No shit like that, because...
I've been in maybe I want to say maybe 4.
4 relationships. And as a woman out of that 4 relationship, nobody ever sealed the deal. Not even got close to sit there and say, I want to make this woman committed because I want to put the ring on it.
Well, yeah, I had maybe 2 more people who wanted to seal the deal or whatever. But at the end of the day, some people show you their representative.
Oh, most men gonna do that. Women do too.
I'm not saying they don't. It goes vice versa. So when a man decides that they want to stop showing their representative and they start showing their real selves, then now you got something else to see. And my thing is, once you sit here, you start showing me your real self, and that's not the person who I want to be with, then I'm going to move forward.
Okay. So I got some questions. You know what I'm saying? I got some questions. And we're going to see how this work out. You know what I'm saying? With these answers. Because, niggas, whoa, y'all in trouble. Pray for y'all. That's why she's my sister, not my lover. Help y'all guys. If y'all want to jump in her DMs, I pray for you. Just newsflash. I love her to death. Now look, me and my sister, we do play a lot. Hands down, we play a lot. Our whole family, all we do is play.
And joke
We
around.
really do not know when it's time to stop playing because we always playing. When I sit here and I say I would not date my sister if I wasn't her brother, right? Because in real world, I would not date my sister if I wasn't her brother. Because I know her. If I didn't know her, me, but because I'm not here to sell my sister, you know what I'm saying? Because she's a wonderful woman, great mother, great grandmother, cook her ass off. She been in the kitchen since you ain't high to the grasshopper. You know what I'm talking about? When I sit there and say Mama slayed us, we was on Hansel and Gretel. That's us. We Hansel and Gretel. Until they try to put our ass in the oven. You know what I'm saying? But hey, we made it. She couldn't kill us both, all.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? But, you know, but for somebody that's out here that's really looking for a great woman, yeah, my sister is one of them things, you know what I'm saying? But don't play with it because I will come at you, you know what I'm saying? As long as she don't tell me you file for it, you can live your life with me. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we gonna get some of these questions going, man, and see how it hit for them. Because, again, fellas, good luck. First question, you heard me? First question. When you decide to let a new man into your life, you are just looking for a partner, you're beginning a potential influence around your daughters. What is that terrifying absolute deal breaker that you would make you cut a man off instantly?
My thing is, I look for red flags.
Okay, what red flags are we looking for? When we sit there and say red flag, because anything could be a red flag these days.
One, if I sit here and I tell you I have children and you show more interest and want to know about my kids than me, that's a red flag to me.
Okay,
Because one, you're supposed to be sitting here mostly trying to find out about me in the beginning. But I sit here and I'd be like, oh, yeah, I have 2 daughters. How old are they? That's a typical question. Stay this age and this age. Okay. So what they look like? Why you worried? Why you trying to find out what my kids look like?
Maybe they trying to see if they're ugly or not.
That's not your business what my kids look like.
Okay.
So now, if we dating and you sit here, you in a rush to try to meet my kids, I don't really bring my kids to see people too soon anyway.
So how long does it take you to meet
at least
your
90
daughter?
days.
A whole 90?
A whole 90.
For some women, that's still too fresh. That's too early. For me, I think
Understand.
it's too early. Well, don't get me wrong. I know I've been out there in the streets, and you know me from. I know once I don't do, I'll meet your kid in a minute.
You're not about to meet my kids in a minute. But that's the only time that I may decide to allow you, because sometimes you don't even last 90 days.
That's true too. But
so if you don't even last 90 days, that means that I ain't have to worry about you even meeting my kids.
Yeah.
Now, after 90 days, then I may sit here and think about, okay, that's cool. Now you may have the option to meet my kids there, because that must mean that I must see something in you.
Mm-hmm.
So if I see something in you, then okay, fine. Then yeah, you work meet my kids. But that don't mean that you're going to always be around them. That just means that you're going to meet them.
Okay. So.
But if I sit here and if you look crazy at my kids or something pop off wrong, then now I'm sitting here and I'm looking at you like, what's going on? Now I need to know.
So when you sit there and say when it pop off, what you mean by that? Like.
Okay, so my kids like to joke.
Mm-hmm.
And if you sit here and if you're not into taking jokes and you take it seriously and you get into argumentative with my kids, then that's a problem to me, because I'm going to sit here in the beginning, I'm going to say, hey, there was this joking. But if you sit here and you fly off the handle.
Well, them girls play too much. Your damn children play too much. Some people, you got to understand from a man, if a man don't play like that, you know what I'm saying?
And that's what I'm saying.
Your kids is just that childish. Man, them little girls gonna fall. It's hard sometimes if they feel like they gotta up on a cat, they gonna dig them then. Because that's what they was taught.
Exactly. So that's why I say, like, I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna pull you to the side and I'm gonna say, hey, is everything okay? Because if you don't joke like that, I'm gonna ask you in the beginning, are you able to take a joke? So if you tell me you're able to take a joke, then okay, cool. But if you sit here and you get serious while we joking, then that's when I'm gonna go. Cause I'm gonna sit here and make sure that you're not being disrespected. Cause I'm not gonna never allow a person who I'm with to be disrespected. Not by my kids.
But every good joke is a disrespectful joke when it comes to this family, man.
But
you know
if you felt like you were disrespected, put me to the side and tell me. You know,
but he a man first.
Don't fly off the handle. Don't fly off the handle. Don't fly off the handle.
But he a man first.
Exactly. But at the end of the day, I'm also a woman first. I'm also a mother first. So if you felt disrespectful, if you felt disrespected, pull me to the side and say, hey, I didn't like this, or I don't like this. You know what I'm saying? Don't fly off on my kids. Because being a mom first, I'm about to come and retaliate on behalf of my kids.
Even if he didn't just start it or not, even though they started it.
We was joking.
Yeah, some terrorists, boy, there's some terrorists. That's girls are terrorists. I love
it. If you say, hey, you joke, and then you joke, but then all of a sudden you couldn't take it, hey, that's not my fault. So rather you just go ahead on and pull me to the side and say, hey, I didn't like the way Destiny did this, or hey, I didn't like the way Diablo did this. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
don't just sit here and just fly off the handle, because now, hey, I got a problem. If my kids are walking, and as they walking, you doing like this here, I got a problem.
Maybe they had something on them, but he may trying to make sure they're straight.
Tell me.
Look. How the hell you want to look
like that?
How the hell you want a man to look at? I think something wrong with her.
So if they got something on their pants, be like, hey, let your daughter know if she got something on her leg or something. Okay, cool. But as you sit here and every time they get up and they walk, you think that you looking. Now my brother might get a case because of the fact that he seen you sitting here looking at his nieces like that.
Hey, sometimes it happens.
Exactly.
Sometimes it happens.
Because that's what I'm saying. Like, sometimes you have to sit here and be mindful on how a person is looking. Just because they may not see it on the outside don't mean that they're not doing it. You have to be mindful of your surroundings on all people, especially with your children.
Yeah. Most definitely.
And as a mother, my thing is my kids' safety first.
Supposed to be. So here's another one, right? We're going to keep going. There's a silent rule some moms follow. My kid comes first, period. But let me be honest. Does a relationship have a real chance if a man knows he will always be second coming to children?
You know what? I'm going to be honest with you.
Please do.
So the statement of my kids come first is a true statement, because your kid's safety is always your first well-being as a mom. But when you actually into a committed relationship, then you have to take into factor that now once your kids are grown, your kids are doing their own thing. So no, they're not going to always come first before your relationship, because you have to take into consideration on what you're building with this person. You can't make this person always feel like he's second to your kids. So if you try to make this person your person and your husband one day, then he's going to have to feel like he's first somewhere.
Right.
So I would never sit here and make him feel degraded to my kids, because at the end of the day, when my kids are off on their own life and they're doing their own thing, I'm not going to always be first. Even though I'm mom, I'm not going to be first, because the person who they're with is going to be first. So yes, that means that person is they could just be with that person. That person could just be.
So they're gonna come first, or they don't come first in your world?
Because that's the person who they're with. So that's what I'm saying. Like, if I'm into it with this guy, and I have to show him that yes, we are committed to each other, even though we're not married. I'm trying to show you that I am marriage material. That you are going to be first. My kids are not going to always come before you.
It's just a little different there, because I'm just trying to let y'all know if y'all taking notes. I'm just saying. Because at first she said she ain't, if you ain't got one of them things on it, she's dating, options open. Now she's saying she's going to show you that she's marriage material. She is wifely, material. You gonna come first for a little while. I don't know what's the little while is, for a little while. But hey, y'all gotta decide that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because sometimes men decide that they want to sit here and stay there, and sometimes they decide that they don't.
So we all hear horror stories. What is the absolute scariest red flag as a single woman that have daughters that need to look out for today's time? What is that red flag that, amen, ladies, y'all watch out for this if y'all never experienced this type of man, this type of fella, that man have that gets the gaps to always say the right things to a woman to make them feel that way.
So I'm gonna be honest with you, I've never experienced it before because I've never had my kids around men like that.
Okay.
Because of the fact that I've always had like this caution, like I don't ever want my kids to have to be put through something they can't come back from.
Gotcha.
But my thing is, if a guy is being too chummy with my kids, then it's a red flag to me. I understand that you're trying to get to know them, but don't always be in the duck of trying to call them and talk to them and all that kind of stuff. Because some men, they will sit here and be like, hey, I just want to get your number just in case something happens to your mom or something and I can call you. But then you just sit here calling them on the regular. Or you sit here trying to befriend them on Instagram and FaceTime on social media. My kids don't need to be your friends on social media.
Right.
My kids don't need to sit here and get these jokes that you be trying to tell. You don't need to be over here talking to my kids. Now, if we had a family function and you don't know nobody, then okay, I understand. But don't be sitting here doing too much.
Okay. So here's the question I have then. When you sit there and say that, right? Because some of the girls will try to come on to your man. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if it's just to make the mom jealous, that's what she was taught, or what. What do you say about that level? Because you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say sometimes, every time it's that man's fault. If he deal with that woman daughter, it's 100% that man's fault. 100. Because you're the older person in the situation.
All right.
If that daughter come on to your boy, to your boyfriend, your man, or whoever, and he don't come back and tell you, I got you. What's popping? My mama really ain't good for you. You know what I'm saying? How's that world life? You know what I'm saying? Maybe you never experienced that level, but
I haven't.
just
But at the end of the
just
day,
that frame.
and that mind frame, and like I said, I've never dealt with that. But at the end of the day, though, if you feel like my daughter's coming on to you, I'm gonna need you to tell me right then and there. Because of the fact that if she comes to me and it comes your word against hers, it's going to be hers because you never told me nothing. It's the fact that as soon as she sends you a text message, I'm going to need you to show it to me. Hey, baby, look, this is what's going on. Look what your daughter sent. And then I'm about to ask you and her at the same time, what made this happen? I need to ask you questions. I need to ask her questions because of the fact that at the end of the day, this is still my child.
Mm-hmm.
You can walk. She's still gonna be here.
So that make it harder for that man, because at the end of the day, if I'm playing devil advocate, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm out here and I'm dating this woman, but her daughter coming on to me, and I'm already knowing that, hey man, she already said it's her kids first. I'm easy to get hit the door or whatever. Now I really don't have a spoon in the soup to even stir right now. You know what I'm saying? Because she already got 3 other spoons in the bowl. I'm just trying to get me a little scoop. But at the same time, I'm trying to get a scoop. I'm like, look, babe, look, your kid's doing this. Are you going off on your daughter right then and there? And she said, he been coming on to me from the jump. He been liking me up. Now you looking at me. Now you looking at me like I'm like, well, damn, hold on.
Show me the receipts that he been coming to you first. But at the end of the day,
but it's your daughter, because of today's time, they're always going to sit there and say, them daughters always got something to sit there and say about that man. The way he looked at me, the way when you leave the room, he look at me. He always eyeing me this way, y'all. And the first thing in your mind was, I can't leave a man around my daughters. And like
You know what? Honestly, I would break up with him.
Why? He ain't do nothing. You don't even know if he did it or not.
Because of the fact that I wouldn't want this man to have to go through that.
Okay.
I wouldn't want to put him in that position. I wouldn't want him to even catch a case like that. Because if you're a good person and my daughter's doing something like this to get to you, then I would rather sit here and take you out that equation.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, why would I sit here and not do you that? Especially if I sit here and I have feelings for you. Why would I do you that? I would rather just go ahead on and take you out the equation and let you go ahead on and live your life peacefully instead of in this drama. Because if my daughter's coming on to you, that's not going to do nothing but create drama in your life. That may not end well.
So how do a woman today that might be dealing with that type of situation, you know what I'm saying?
She should leave that. She should go ahead on and take that man out that equation. Because of the fact that where is it right at?
But how about if that man is really loving you and really want to build that relationship with you? Now you got to stop this man from loving you like that? This man sit there and say, man, I can see me spending the world with you. I want you. I don't want no other one.
So now I have to sit here and choose between him or my daughter.
So when does it come to
my happiness?
Yeah.
It comes to my happiness when I don't have to sit here and choose.
So you rather let a man go for your happiness. You rather let him go to be, you mess up another good man for me.
Because if you sit here, like I just told you, if you sit here and you think about it, if something like that, so you sit here and you like, oh, I'm going to sit here and try to work this out. And then next thing you know, now you done lost your daughter in the process because you sit here trying to keep this man. But all of a sudden, you still not happy though. But if you sit here and you try to mend the fences between them two, your daughter sit here and she didn't already did her part to come in and make the damage. So I would rather go ahead on and let this man go because of the fact that I don't need him to be in the middle of that.
Don't get me wrong, I'm with you.
Sometimes your happiness is making somebody else happy. Your happiness is that person's happiness. So if this man could sit here and not be a part of this because your daughter is doing wrong, then I would rather him go ahead on and try to find him somebody else who's going to make him happy instead of somebody who's trying to bring drama in his life. Because you have a whole lot of men that's locked up for molesting girls, and they probably didn't even touch you. Because your daughter said that he touched her.
They're crying wolf out here.
Exactly. She done did everything, but you didn't decide to say, oh, let me let this go before it got this far.
Right.
So now this man in jail and your daughter out here living her best life. When I could have sat here and told you, I see what's going on and I'm going to go ahead and let you go. Because I would rather just let you go and you go find happiness somewhere else instead of you sitting here getting a jail case behind my child.
Hey, that for me, that's a strong woman. You know what I'm saying? That's a strong, good woman. Because most women be like, man, hold on. They're going to blame the kid. And that's when that woman and that daughter always getting in that brawl. You always choosing other men over your own kids. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, but at the end of the day, the roughness of a single mom trying to deal with something to that level is scary.
It is.
But
really?
How do you know when it's time for your happiness? Because you have these kids, you have these girls.
And like right now, my kids are grown. My kids are on their own.
But now you got grandkids. So now your grandkids is always
my grandkids
around.
don't live with me though.
But they're always around you though. So when do you get your happiness?
At the end of the day, my grandkids are not always around me.
Okay.
So my thing is, right now, actually, I can sit here and be into a happy, healthy relationship with the right person.
So
because of the fact that you're not always going to be around my kids. You're not going to always be around my grandkids. Your main focus now is me.
Yeah. So it took you 11 years to
get to this point? Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Because you know what I'm saying? Some women want their habit. They want they shining on them. You know what I'm saying? They're ready for, man, I want to have a life. I don't want to just like, okay, man. So you know what I'm saying? You might have some mothers that don't have that father figure in their kids' life and need, like, man, I really want a man in my world. I want to be happy with and build something.
You know, I dated. I just didn't bring them around my kids, but I dated. But the only thing is, like I said, is the fact that when you date somebody, you just don't just be like, oh, I'm going to just bring you home. Because no, oh, excuse me, I'm not bringing you home. I go to your house, but you can't come to mine.
Okay. That makes sense too. Because, you know what I'm saying? Because even in that situation, if that man was having problems with your daughter, you can sit down and say, look, I don't want you to come around here no more. We can still deal with each other, but I'll just come to you. But I don't want you around here no more for that situation. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So would you have done something like that? Oh, because I know you sit there and say you're going to tell that man go on about his business. You don't want to deal with him at all.
But at the same time, though, this man still going to be feeling some type of way. Because now he's going to be wondering, how do you really feel about him, since being as though you know how your daughter tried to come on to him. So now that's a whole different situation that you're dealing with now.
But that's something that y'all could talk about.
But he
and the privacy of y'all too, except for being around the home that he's not comfortable in. Or
right. So now you're sitting here, you're dealing with dad on one end, and you're dealing with your daughter on the other end, like, oh, you still with him. Or you still this. So now you're still in a conflicted relationship no matter how it goes. Either you're going to be in a conflicted relationship with this man, or you're going to be in a conflicted relationship with your daughter. One or the other, as a mom, you have to choose. As a woman, you have to choose.
Yeah, that's true.
So say you sit here and you choose that man and not your daughter. So now you and your daughter not talking because you chose that man. And then a month or two later down the way, you and that man not together no more either. So now you got nobody.
Well, you always have your family. Your family is always going to be, regardless.
Yeah, family is one thing, but you done sat here and you done chose this
they gonna do
man
is talk about
over your daughter. So, you know, it's like sometimes you just go ahead on and you just take the greater road.
Yeah.
And sometimes that greater road is choosing yourself.
Self
I'm not going to choose you. I'm not going to choose you. I'm going to choose me.
Choosing me is always greater.
Team me.
Hey. So here goes another question, right? Have you ever been in a position where you completely was falling for someone, but your daughter looked at him and said, Ma, I don't like him. He got to go.
I've never completely fell for nobody in a long...
So out of 11 years you've been dating, you ain't never heard like, nah, I just don't get that in, cuz.
I don't. I haven't.
Y'all, it's wild.
I'm not going to lie. My husband ruined it for a lot of men.
God bless the men.
He has. My husband ruined it for a lot of men. And when I say that he ruined it for a lot of men, that just means that I just don't just take a wood nickel. Make me no more. But you know, I've dated with my kids that be like, nah, Ma, we don't like him.
But what makes a kid look at a person like, you know, I don't like his vibe, like, you know what I'm saying?
Because those are my kids, and they might see some, you know, some people may see something that you don't see.
Yeah, your kids could always see something. But sometimes they be childish, they don't want that person around. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, look, I want my dad around. I don't want you dating someone else.
Well, if they felt like that about their dad, then they might...
I'm sorry, y'all. Time out. Look, I love my daughters, man. Their daddy was something else. Keep going, man.
But, you know, it's like I said, even not just my kids, somebody else may sit here and they might see something that I don't see. I might be in the beginning part of the relationship when everything that glitter ain't gold. You know what I'm saying?
That is true.
So I'm trying to see all the good while they sit here and they see the bad. They might be seeing something I'm not seeing and be like, hey, Ma, nah, that ain't it. I understand you like him and everything, but I'm just letting you know, it ain't him, Ma. And all of a sudden, they go their representative again. Because the same thing that they seen, all of a sudden, now you see it. But in the beginning, you didn't want to see that shit. Why? Because everything was still lovey-dovey. He's sitting here buying, doing all the little cute things, opening the doors, surprising you and stuff, doing all the cutesy shit. You know what I'm saying? Then all of a sudden, the mask come off.
Yeah, yeah.
And when the mask come off, they go that nigga that your kids was telling you about.
Hey, man, that man was trying, man. So, we got another question, right? How do you navigate the absolute of a toxic baby daddy trying to sabotage a new, healthy relationship just out of a split between you and him? That your daughter's sitting there saying, Dad, mama got a new little friend. I don't like him. I think you should sabotage that. I think you need to come holler at her. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Austerity. You know what I'm saying? I think that I just made up that word. I don't know what it is either, but I think I like it. What I say?
That's your new word?
Yeah, the toxicity. I'm gonna rock with that for a little while.
That's your new one?
Yeah, it's gonna be something new for me. I don't know. I don't even know how to spell that shit, but that sounds great.
Toxicity.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
That's gonna be it, shit.
All right.
That's gonna be it. But we're gonna work it with that though. That toxicity stuff.
When you're dealing with the ex-husband that I had, that shit does happen. Because of the fact that he has the mentality of, I don't want to be with you, but I don't want you with nobody else either.
So
it's like he can go out there and do what he want, but at the end of the day, he don't want you with nobody either.
So tell us a story.
He don't want nobody else with his kids. So when a man don't want somebody else around his kids, and next thing you know, his kids call me like, hey, mom got a boyfriend, all of a sudden now it's time for you to come jump back over here, and you have a problem, with, well, I don't want this man around my kids, and I don't want this, and I don't want that. But you can sit here and bring my kids around your current girlfriend or whatever. So my thing is, how you feel like that is right for you to sit here and want to come and jump into something that I have going on over here that could be healthy for me and my kids versus what you have going on your side because of the fact that you're jealous, because of the fact that there's another man who could do better than what you did.
So here's the question I have for you, because, like you say, he could do better. And I'm just playing devil advocate, you know what I'm saying? How do you know that man could do better? Because you ain't in a relationship, you ain't lasting none of them. So how could you know that man could do better than your last husband? You know what I'm saying? Your only damn husband. You know what I'm saying? Because he was already a mess up. He was always a screw already. You know what I'm saying?
That means don't take much then, right? Oh, okay.
I'm question how can you sit there and say this man should do better than
he was the worst, because no, my ex-husband wasn't the worst. But at the end of the day, he did his cheating thing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the reason why we're not together, because of the fact that you felt like you had to cheat too much.
So when you say too much, so if he cheated a little bit, you was all right with it?
I forgave him until I couldn't forgive him no more.
Gotcha.
Until my heart woke up and said, this is enough of this.
Hey, man.
Because your cheating became disrespectful.
Yeah, yeah.
You started worrying about the home and started worrying about the others. So when you start worrying about others and not your home, then that's your problem. So guess what that meant? That means it's time for me to get my money up because I don't need you. Man. And that does become a problem because of the fact that when you sit here and you start thinking about the fact that your daughters are looking and you have to be your strength.
Yeah, that is true. Though.
So you have to sit here and let your daughters know that no matter what a guy does, I got me. And that's what I want to instill in my own daughters, the fact that you may be in a relationship, but at the end of the day, you still have to take care of you and your kids. And that's what I said here, and I made sure that I did. I made sure that whenever I was somewhere, I was able to take care of my rent and my bills, whether you're here or not.
Okay.
No, some people may seem like strong women is a downfall, but it's not a downfall. It's the fact that I'm trying to be here to help you.
But is it the independency that the men looking at it as a downfall? Because, today's world is that independent, that Beyonce shit. That's that bullshit that you ask. You know what I'm saying? I think that's that real bullshit. That independency woman.
My thing is, a man should not feel shunned by an independent woman either, because of the fact that you never know, if you get hurt one day on your own job, you may need her to sit here and step up for that minute while you get better.
Yeah.
So if you sit here and you shun her and you just want her to be in the background, then she ain't gonna know nothing when you hurt. She'll be lost.
Okay, well, sometimes it's just sometimes.
Sometimes, you know, it's a borderline. And like I said, if a man come into my life and he showed me that I don't have to be that strong, then I might fall back. But until then, if you don't show me that I don't have to be that strong, then yeah, I'm gonna stay that strong because of the fact that how do I know that you got me? If you don't show me that you got me.
Okay. But so here's another one. That's another topic for something else. Shit. Is it ever acceptable to hide the fact that you have a daughter on the first few dates just to see if a man like you for you? Or is it that betrayal or trust of that first date?
I feel like that's a betrayal of trust because of the fact that if you want a man to know you, he's supposed to know all of you from the beginning and not you hiding something. If the first thing you ask me if I have kids, I'm going to tell you yes. Because I'm going to ask you if you have kids because of the fact that I need to know if you have kids, how old are your kids? Because I am one of them ones that I'm not dating somebody who got little kids because I feel to believe that if you have young kids, I'm not selfish. I'm not selfish.
That is. That man he can't fault because he want to like you and he got some little kids, and if you found something that was attractive to him, then all of a sudden you're like, oh, you got them little ones? Oh, nah,
I'm not attracted to you because of the fact that we ain't get that far.
Because you're not attractive. We going on our first date.
No, that's in our first conversation.
Oh yeah, that's too. See, here's me, right? Before I met the lovely woman that I have, right? I don't want to know if you got kids and none of that up front. My past and what I have going on don't have anything to do with you at that very moment because I don't know if I really like you to that level for you to understand.
Your kids are your past?
That's my past. That's my past, my future, and my present.
Your kids are your present, right?
And they all are.
So I want to know what you presently got going on.
And if I don't want to tell you if I got kids right off the jump, I don't have to. I have the right to not sit down and say, well, look, that's for another topic, for another story. We can talk about that on another time. Because I'm trying to get to know who you are as a person. I don't need to know who your kids are. I don't even know
who I am. I'm a mother.
Cool. But I don't have...
So if you're a father, right?
Yeah.
So, I need to know how old are your kids because of the fact that I'm not tolerating a man who got young kids. My thing is this: it's not being selfish. It's the fact that I feel that a person, if you have kids at least under 13, your kids still need to be a big part of your life. You should not be with me when your kids need your attention.
But that's selfish of you to sit there and say that. How the hell you gonna tell me that I'm here for my kids all the time? But I need a life for myself too. And if I feel like I want to deal with you,
and then you still might have baby mama drama. I'm not dealing with that shit at all.
But you don't. How about if that man sit there and said, "Man, I don't have none of that going on. I'm straight over here. Me and my baby mama, we have great co-parenting expertise. I don't have that."
And sometimes, I'm not saying all the time, because sometimes it works, and sometimes everything is fine until you get the other person, and then that green-eyed monster starts sticking out. Like we was fine until this bitch came. Because y'all was fine while he was single. But now that he in a relationship, everything ain't fine no more. Now your kids so fucking needy all of a sudden because of the fact that this... Exactly.
I'm just not that type of nigga. I ain't gonna lie.
But they got them out there.
Yeah, they do.
They got the females out there. They got the ones that want to make you want to slap the shit out of them because of the fact that I'm not here trying to take your child's place. But they don't understand that. Now all of a sudden, you calling in the middle of the night. What's she calling you for? Your child got a phone. If your child needs you, that's supposed to be, you and her should not talk unless it's dealing with that child. If it's not dealing with that child, y'all should not have a conversation.
Okay.
And that's why I need to know in the beginning.
What's going on, huh?
Exactly. I need to be upfront. So I feel to believe that if I'm asking you questions in the beginning and you lie to me.
If he sit there and say, I don't want to tell you that right now, it's not a lie. But it's not a lie because I don't want to tell you right now.
Why? What you had to hide?
Nothing.
You do.
No, because
you hide because in fact, if I'm asking you, you're not telling me, then you have something to hide.
So my thing is, like for myself, I have biologically, I have 6. So some women will run away from me for that. I don't want to tell you how many I got. I got kids. I got a kid. I got kids.
I got some people who told me they had 7 kids, 4 baby mamas.
And you still deal with that?
I asked you how old are your kids first. I didn't know.
But then the next question gonna be, how many baby mamas? I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about us.
You told me that you have 7 kids, 4 baby mamas. How old are your kids?
Again,
because guess what? If your kids are grown, that don't have shit to do with me. I don't care how many kids you got.
Okay, again, we going off the subliminal, right? So when I sit there and say, I don't want to tell you that question, I don't want to give you that answer to that question, because I know the next subject is going to be, the next question is going to be, how many baby mamas you got? How many of this you have? What are y'all relationship like? But I don't want to talk about that. That's why I said that. I said, man, that's another topic for another story.
That's not another topic for me. So guess what? We about to end this conversation right now. I'm gonna tell you why.
So then the date is over with. I can't get to know you. I can't get to know who you are. Selfish as hell. That's why I don't. That's why, man, I couldn't date. I swear to God, I couldn't. I'm so happy I couldn't date. That's why I said friend with a lot of female. Friendly
because of the fact that I'm not about to waste my time. You sit here all of a sudden, you decide now 4 or 5 days later, oh yeah, I got a baby, they're 4. 4?
Then I got a 4-year-old baby.
I'm not dealing with that.
Why?
That baby still needs your attention.
I'm there for my kids. You can't stop me from being there for my kids.
I don't want to deal with that.
Just say that. It's selfish.
I don't want to deal with that.
Okay, question.
I'm not looking for somebody to come live with my grandkid.
Papa, that's my new papa. I can see that little one too. That is something else. Society loves to label single mothers in the dating pool as baggage or looking for a survivor. How do you look at a man in the eyes and make him realize that you are the prize, not a charity case?
One, I am a survivor because of the fact that I am a single mom. I did what I had to do as a wife. I did what I had to do as a parent. So I don't consider myself as a single mom no more because my kids are grown. Society may label me as baggage, but I'm not baggage because of the fact that I never chose a man to try to take care of me. I don't need a man to take care of me. Now, if that's something that you chose to do, then that was your choosing. But my kids never wanted for nothing. My kids never asked for nothing because of the fact they already knew that their mom would provide for them. Now, if you decide that you want to come into my life and you decide that you want to take care of us, then that was your choosing. So I am not baggage. I am something that you chose. And you chose me because you know that I was the right person.
Okay. Here's my thing about it, right? Because here's my whole process of what you just said there and all that with the attitude. I'm trying to figure out what was the attitude about that question. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if nobody else called that shit, but I called attitude. You know what I'm saying? Because at first I'm like, I am a survivor. I'm like, whoa, who the hell did you something that I don't know shit about? You know what I'm saying? Like R. Kelly had you trapped in the closet or something. You know what I'm saying? Diddy came with the baby all or something. You ain't had no Me Too moments. What the hell? What is this shit is about? I am a survivor. I was out here hustling and struggling with these goddamn kids. Goddamn, you did your job, man. You're not a survivor. You just did your job. What's a survivor shit about? I am a survivor. That almost hit me over there. I'm like, wait, what? What the hell happened? I don't know shit about.
Because you don't know, honestly, what it's like to be a single parent trying to raise your daughters correctly. Oh, I was about to say, I was a single father. What the hell? What I can't know. The only thing I don't know is me having daughters. My daughter died. You know what I'm saying? My daughter passed away. So I don't know about being a single father with a daughter, but I do know about being a single father with boys. But a kid is a kid, regardless of the fact. But you know what I'm saying? You got pedophiles on both sides of the spectrum. You know what I'm saying? Women can be one, and men can be one. You know what I'm saying? You never know if a woman wanted to get your son.
Hey, that is true too. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes
stand time.
With the boys I got, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. If a woman want one of my boys, and my boys pluck their ass, She for the streets. She for all us now. Shit on her. She for the streets. We both gonna tag our ass up. Ain't no fun if the son can't have none. Shit on her. But nah, real talk. Yeah, if she pried on my kid like that, I gotta leave her alone. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like you just try to get too close to me to get to my son. And I'm gonna feel real betrayed. Because I ain't gonna lie to you, my heart's gonna hurt. My heart gonna hurt. Because my head gonna be like, damn, my son put that wood on it. I'm like, damn, I ain't good enough. I'm gonna get real childish. I'm gonna get real childish, and that shit gonna hurt my soul. Because I'm like, why she feel like she had to go to my son? Then I'm gonna be looking at my son like he's, you know, yeah, that's what I'm gonna be looking at. All that shit gonna play in my head. Stamina, nah. Yeah, I'm like, the wild ends got me. I can't have nobody around. He ain't never need enough. Because they all gonna cheat on me. When you're a single mom and you sit here, even a single father, the main thing you trying to create in this world is the fact that you're trying to show your daughter that she could do it. That no matter what, you're trying to show her independent. You're trying to show her that she is supposed to have strength. My thing is, I had to always make sure that I had a roof over their head, clothes on their back, food on the table, and transportation. Okay. So, you know, sometimes society look at single mothers as, I can't do it. That's why I say I'm a survivor. Okay. Because the fact that society make it seem like a single mom can't do it. And I didn't have food stamps. I didn't have welfare. I did it on my own. Yeah, that is true too. So, you know, it's like the first thing they look at when they see that you're a single mom is that you got food stamps or something. No, bitch, I ain't got none of that. I'm out here doing what I gotta do for my kids. I'm getting out the mud. Well, I'm tired of getting out the mud. I want to be kept. I want to be kept. Shit on. I want to be kept too, but at the same time, though, if that person haven't come for me, then I just have to keep doing what I gotta do until that person comes. So here's another one, right? I can get it too. So back in the days, out of your 11 years, because you say you was dating, right? And your 11 years being happily divorced, and you've been dating off and on with these other 4, 5 losers that you had that came in your life, because none of them was a winner. As your daughter's watching everything you do, are you terrified by letting a man see you vulnerable? Seeing you in a relationship, seeing relationship after relationship failing, by teaching your daughters the right and the wrong reason about love. All right, say that again for me. I'm sorry. In your 11 years, right? Your 11 years of dating, you've been dating 4 to 5 cats. Your daughters are watching you deal with everybody. Are you ever been terrified of that one man? Either out of any one of them cats, they looking at your daughter, they looking at you, and they looking at like, now I know why she's failing in these relationships. No. And now your daughter's, he's looking at like, I can see why nobody dealing with you that long. You know what I'm saying? Just that life, like, yeah, it is. My kid, your relationship fell back and forth. I can see why. My kids say I got PSD against light skins. I talk to my kids and I ask my kids honest questions or whatever because of the fact that I feel like now we can talk to each other. Okay. They're at the age where I could ask them their honest opinion about things. And sometimes they be like, Mom, what's your love language? So how do you teach your daughters how to love if you don't have love? I have love to give. I just haven't found a person to give it to. So how do you teach your daughters how to love a man? I teach them how to love a man. Why? Because shouldn't a mama be able to do that? No. So how do you teach that daughter how to be a woman? I can teach my child how to be a woman. To that man? But they have to sit here and learn how to love that person on their own because of the fact that I may not feel like that person is right for my daughter, but they may feel like that person is right for them. So I'm not that person to sit here and go and judge that person. So I can't sit here and say I'm going to teach my daughter how to love because if I teach them how to love, they're going to be single like me. Because I need you to be out here looking for something. Sorry, y'all. I thought I said they're gonna be single like me. We all single females.
You know what I'm saying? It's like everything ain't all about love. Sometimes you can sit here, you can love a person
Love
with
gotta
all
do
your
with it.
heart, but at the end of the day, what you doing for me? What can
Okay.
you do for me? What is your
Okay,
goal?
Tyler Perry. I can do that all by my damn self.
I'm just saying.
Mhm.
Then like I've been like the last cat I was with. He was cool people, but at the end of the day, everything didn't measure up. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Sometimes you sit here and you be like, oh, I want a guy to do this and this and this and this. I want the perfect gentleman. Okay, fine, you might have a perfect gentleman, but the perfect gentleman might not have no job. Perfect gentleman might not know. He might not compare to yourself. Your love language, like they say. I like certain things. And I can't tell my daughters to sit here and like what I like because of the fact that they're different.
Right.
Me and my two daughters, we are all three different women.
Correct.
But at the end of the day, the main thing I'm going to teach them is to love somebody who goes love you and treat you with respect. If you don't feel respected where you at, then leave.
Yeah.
If you feel like
I think sometimes some people need to get that bad relationship out of the way. Not saying I need you to be hurt, but I need you to be hurt enough to be like, okay, now you should know the difference now.
right. So my kids have gone through like different little boyfriends or whatever. So they feel like
That's that
right
puppy
now,
love. You know,
hey,
real.
right now they feel like where they at is where they want to be at.
Well,
Desi
that's
has
nice.
moved on to somebody that I feel like is better. Diabion, she's with somebody. I mean, yeah, she's with somebody who loves her and treats her. You know, he gives her the utmost respect. So as
That's
long
what's
as you
up.
respect my kids
Mm-hmm.
and you love my kids, then you don't have no. I don't have a problem with you. My kids choose who they want to choose because they have to make the mistakes or the love for themselves. I can't choose that for them. Just like nobody can choose it for me.
Gotcha.
As a parent, even though you may not agree with all their decisions or whatever, all you can do is just stay on their side and be there when you need them.
Okay. So we got two more questions before we get up out of here. You know what I'm talking about? Because it's almost getting up time about to end on us. We be traveling all over the world because me and my sister, we could talk. We talk
All
every
day.
goddamn day. Every day. Feel like our relationship is strong and lovely.
It is.
So, what is the most toxic piece of advice other women give single mothers about getting back into the dating world that needs to be permanent canceled? Permanent cancel.
Girl, don't worry about your fucking kids. You don't need to be worried about them kids. You need to be finding your own happiness. Bitch, bye. How you gonna sit here and talk about something I'm worried about my kids? My kids are the main reason why I do what I do. They're my independence. Like your kids, you may not feel like it, but your kids ground you.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like honestly, if it wasn't for my kids, I don't know what I'd be doing right now. So my kids has grounded me. So when another person come and tell me, oh, I need to be doing this or I need to be doing this and don't be worrying about my kids, who are you to tell me that? Who are you to be like, oh, you need to be sitting here, this man go do this and this man go do this? But I don't like him. But you need to fuck him for the money. But at the end of the day, you have to sit here and still worry about the fact that your kids are watching. No matter how it goes, what you do, your kids are always watching. So I don't want my kids to feel like that's what they need to do.
Understandable. Okay, we got the last question. We got the last, but I think it's a pretty decent question too. You know what I'm saying? If you could go back to the very first night you sat at the table.
First time. I'm sorry. I said
Come on, Betty. Come on, Betty.
I can go back to what?
The very first night you sat at a table with a man after becoming a single mom, knowing everything you know now, what will you whisper in your own ear?
The very first time after becoming a single mom, what I tell myself now? This nigga ain't shit.
How you gonna say this nigga ain't shit? You don't know the man. This man trying to get to know you. You don't know this man trying to get them draws or not. He might just be that real gentleman to sit there and say, man, look, I'm here just for you.
Divorce. Single mom. Talking to this dude with the knowledge that I know now, this nigga ain't shit.
But every man is not the same.
But the very first one that I talked to at the table, Ain't shit.
Yeah.
Time
Yeah.
wasted.
So you were whispering in your own ear like, hey, Billy ain't shit.
Right.
I'm just he ain't shit, player.
Right.
Get up and leave, run.
Right. Know it's your time. This ain't it. What you thought could have happened ain't gonna happen. Let's move forward.
Damn it, boy. Man, look. I appreciate y'all. You heard me. This here, it's crazy. Cause y'all fellas got it hard. That first husband did some work on my sister. I love my sister to death. But that first guy did some work on my sister, man. She good though. She's a good woman. Like I said,
I am. I'm a good.
my sister's
I'm a
a
queen.
good woman. Yes, she is a queen. She's a real beautiful black queen.
Is this the thing that I just don't take no shorts?
Oh, no long either. I don't know what the hell she takes. But
I guess it's
we
got to be it though.
We love her. We cherish her. I know I do. That's my heart there, man.
I ain't gonna lie though. Single moms, if you have a strong support system, like my brother, because my brother was a father factor. My dad was too. My other brother is too. Like if your kids have a strong foundation of grandfathers and uncles, then even though their dad may or may not be there, they still have the factor of a man they could call on when it's needed. And my brothers, man, I tell you, this one right here, go in the dirt.
Yeah, don't make me cry because I kill a nigga thing.
I went to New Orleans. He gonna go in the dirt. I got a daddy. He'll go in the dirt.
We hit the color purple right now for you. I'm telling Celie, I'm gonna get you.
I'm just saying, when you have a good support system, it don't. Even though you're single, it doesn't really feel like it. When your kids have somebody they can call on for man advice, it's a good thing. So you're not really missing out on nothing when you have a good support system.
So y'all single women out there, don't jump in my DMs. I'm married.
Don't do it. Cause she don't play.
No, man. This is our time, man. But I really do appreciate y'all for keeping us company and let us keep y'all company. You know how we get down, man. Like, comment, subscribe, and tune into your boys, man.
Tell your friends to subscribe to them boys podcast.
Man, them boy podcast, man.
If y'all,
I'm that boy B.
Y'all got a question that y'all want to hear on the air? DM him. Tell him the question so we can sit here and put it on the air for y'all.
Yeah, we're talking. You know me. Write it down. You know I read my shit. You know how I get down. You know what I'm saying?
We touch all topics.
I love my sister for coming to join me in today's topic.
Thank you for having me.
Man, I love you.
I love you too.
I appreciate it. Hey, we could do something else another time and another again. You know what I'm saying? Y'all like to see my sister come again. You know what I'm saying? Y'all like her character. You know what I'm saying? Her charisma, her little vibe. Y'all like it, man. Hit it. And we want to see another topic with her. You know what I'm saying? We pop something off. We play all day. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day,
we might just top on. We might just go on these doggone single datings.
You know what I'm saying?
You know some of y'all out here.
Exactly. My sister do date, man. But again,
our next topic might be dating apps.
Pay attention. We ain't doing that shit. Them Boys Podcast. We appreciate you. Holler at us, man. Peace out.